So we're going to do something a little bit different with this video. We're going to have a conversation. And the conversation's about the number one issue with gameplay in both Madden and college football. What's holding it back the most? The number one thing that needs to be worked on to improve gameplay for both college football and Madden for the 27 release and beyond. And this is something that is not going to divide the franchise versus the competitive community because it impacts us both equally. And I don't hear enough people talking about this issue, how much it's lacking in current EA football games, and how much it truly impacts the gameplay on the field. And it's not what you think it is. I know people throw out that EA needs a new engine, that Frostbite's been around since 2018, and it's time for them to get a new engine. And don't get me wrong, I've made it very clear I preferred the gameplay on the Ignite engine, but Frostbite's not the issue. And circling back to Ignite, why did I like it so much? Well, they had real-time physics, real player physics in the game, and they switched to animation-based gameplay, which I don't agree with. But is that the issue with the gameplay? Is that causing the problems? No, it's not. What's causing the issue with the gameplay is something that can't be fixed by sliders, because the sliders don't even work right. We've heard content creators that get invited down to EA have asked the developers about the sliders, and they're told, honestly, the sliders were coded and put in the game before they were even there. They don't even know what they do. And it's pretty evident when you look at just a couple of the sliders and how they function. The quarterback accuracy slider, for one, you would think would reduce quarterback accuracy, but when you set that to 0, quarterbacks are just as accurate with giving a catchable ball as it is when it's on 50. The only change is the ball becomes a wobbly duck instead of a tight spiral. So the quarterback accuracy slider doesn't even impact accuracy, it impacts the ability to throw a spiral, but the ball is still going where it needs to go. That's a problem. But even then, sliders aren't the issue to the number one holdup of this gameplay taking the next level and becoming truly great. The issue lies in the AI. AI impacts so much of this game when you have 22 players on the field, and if you're a franchise player like myself, you can only control one of those 22, and if you're an online head-to-head guy, you can only control 2 at a time, and I know you can switch around to different players, but still, the majority of the players are being controlled by AI. And the deficiency in the current AI system in 26 for both college football and Madden is astonishing. And there's been AI issues in the game for years. We know that for the longest time, the CPU would call a timeout with 1 minute and 1 second left and a half. We know that that clock management has been and is still a huge issue in EA games for over a decade. We know that run-pass ratio is particularly bad in Madden. College football got it figured out. Run-pass ratios are very poor in Madden. We know that quarterback play, although they've made attempts to improve it, is still lacking when being ran by the AI, as far as getting rid of the football, avoiding pressure, scrambling when they're supposed to, throwing into coverage, not only just only throwing to wide open guys, things like that. Quarterback play leaves a lot to be desired still. We know that the offensive line blocking for passes and rushing needs a ton of work. It's very bad. We know that pass coverage, the AI with the logic and pass coverage, not ideal in its current state. We know that defenders, reaction quarterback scrambling, it's like they don't even exist. There's tons of clips out there of users playing the CPU and they take off and scramble and the CPU defender will just let them run right by. It's like they don't even know they're there. So much of the gameplay could be addressed and fixed with a huge massive upgrade to the game's AI. I'm talking play calling logic, number one. That's going to be massive. Play calling logic, ball carrier logic, ball carrier vision. In Madden right now, not only are the CPU teams not really running the ball very much, but when they do, the CPU ball carriers are brain dead. Now, EA Sports figured it out for college football, but they didn't release the same logic to Madden, or it doesn't function the same way, because the ball carriers are amazing in college football and they're very putrid in Madden. Same with the run pass ratios. The rest is very equal across both games, but there's a lot that needs to be improved with the AI. And I think if you've ever wanted to see just how poor the AI is in its current state, the best way to do that is to fire up a game and watch the CPU play each other. Because then you're seeing the AI twice, right? When you're twice as much, you're not playing, you're focusing, you're seeing everything go. And I've been running an online 32-team owners league for 2 years now, where we just run games CPU versus CPU. And ever since I started doing this, the more my eyes have been opened to how poorly the AI is in these games and how much of an upgrade is desperately needed and how much better these games would play on the field if we got an AI that is up to par for 2026. Recently, I was a victim of the abysmal AI logic in my league, and it knocked me out of the playoffs. And at the time, I was extremely upset. And I'm glad I waited a week to make this video where I'm calm, have a different demeanor, because in the moment, I was very pissed off. I took the last couple minutes of that gameplay and I broke it down for you here. We're going to convert to that for you guys to see what's going on. And this highlights several of the key issues that cannot be fixed by sliders. Not only that, sliders have no impact on gameplay. They're attribute modifiers that affect players' ratings, but they don't affect the AI logic of the game. The AI logic is really codependent on the difficulty level, but even the difficulty levels don't fix any of the issues that I just discussed. So we're going to go ahead, break down some footage so you guys can see a lot of the areas that are needing massive upgrades with the AI. For full disclosure, the gameplay you're about to see is on All Pro. Default sliders, not that that matters, with the only exception being the quarterback accuracy and the interception sliders are set at 30. Everything else is 50s down the line, All Pro, Madden, CPU versus CPU. Got a quick 2 minutes of gameplay that is broken down for you guys so you guys can see just what happens in a short amount of time with the current state of the AI. We're going to circle back after the video, so don't go anywhere. We're about to dive in next.
And Bonds hits way high. It's a dig. It is out of here. This is caught. Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Bryant for the win. Bang. Watch out. He's got getting away from the top speed.
So we had just got an interception, and as you can see, we are up by 1 point. We're less than 2 minutes in the game. Detroit has all 3 timeouts, so we need to run the ball, keep the clock going, make them use their timeouts. Let's see what happens.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive.
So the good news is ran the football with a veteran running back in David Montgomery. Bad news is the AI is still irrelevant whether you're a rookie raw running back or a veteran running back in this game. The AI is just bad.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25.
Gain of 38 yards. And the Falcons first down.
One more time for Montgomery. Nice game on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand?
So now we've ran 2 plays, yet only 10 seconds has run off the game clock, and Detroit still has all 3 of their timeouts because David Montgomery went out of bounds instead of staying in bounds. Let's see what happens next.
To throw is Penix. This one is caught by Robinson. The Lions call their first time out, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Second down at the 21-yard line.
On play action.
So the levels of how bad the AI is in the game right now aren't clear from what you've seen so far. It's going to get worse, but let's just rehash what just happened in the last 2 plays. 1st and 13, instead of running the football, they threw it. Now, it was a completion, so it did force Detroit to use a timeout. But then on a very manageable 2nd and 6, instead of running the football, ran play action and took a sack. And outside of the poor play calling logic, the offensive line just blocking, nobody staying there looking around with their thumb up their ass. This is AI. This is not something that sliders can fix. And spoiler alert, this leads to a 3rd and 12 where instead of running the football, forcing Detroit to use another timeout, they throw it again, incomplete. So now where we're looking at before Detroit starts their drive to win the game is had David Montgomery not went out of bounds, they would not have any timeouts left. Had they ran the ball on 3rd and 12 instead of throwing into the end zone, there'd be another 35 seconds ran off this clock and no timeouts. But instead, because of the poor play calling logic, Detroit keeps a timeout and keeps an extra 35 seconds on the clock. I wonder if that's going to be important or not. Let's find out.
Cam Ward and the offense down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 seconds to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
21. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Ward. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Ward. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Ward. He can play that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off play action, it's Ward. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet.
And 7.
Throwing again is Ward. And he's going to be brought.
So the Lions are calling a timeout with 38 seconds left in the game. This is very important because had David Montgomery not ran out of bounds, they would have not had this timeout. And had we not thrown it on 3rd and 12 into the end zone incomplete and ran the ball, another 30 seconds would have ran off the clock. And it takes at least 9 seconds for them to hurry up. The game is over if we had smart AI. But we don't. And
down inside the 15. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A gain of 43 yards.
Ward to throw again. This one complete. It's to Small. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
To the air again. Ward.
I'm just going to take a quick moment to point out this defender here. This has been an issue in Madden for a long time. Still unaddressed. Still something that sliders cannot fix. Another AI issue.
He'll step up, and this is a touchdown.
If you made it to this part of the video, I just want to say thank you and tip my cap to you, because that means you are truly passionate about improving our gameplay experience in Madden, in college football as well, and you understand how prevalent improving the AI is to making that happen. And honestly, if EA did nothing else for college football in Madden 27 this year other than a massive bump to the AI, you would see the best gameplay we've ever gotten from any football game ever. They don't have to add any new animations. They don't have to do anything else other than the AI logic, because what would that do? Well, it improved the ball carrier vision and how they act on the field. It would improve the quarterback play and the throws that they make, how they behave pre-snap, maybe calling audibles, formation, adjustments pre-snap, hot routes, things like that, trying to draw the defense offside. It improved the offensive line logic and blocking. It improved the defensive coverage and reaction to offensive players. It improved the play calling from the CPU, both offensively and defensively, with more balance, more creativity. It improved so much. But anyway, guys, that is it for this one. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is this the type of video you like seeing from me, where I try to be more constructive in my criticism, but do a full in-depth breakdown on what's holding these games back and what we need to improve them for the upcoming release? If you do, I will definitely make more of these, because I got a lot of things on my mind that I'd love to talk about regarding Madden, college football, NBA 2K, and more. So until next time, y'all, peace.